because it's the act when defending.
I think it's like.
Big up everybody tuned in. People, Deluded, I'm back again. You know, fresh off of our 6-0 victory against Lens in the Champions League. The Arsenal news continues. As you can see in the screen right next to myself, apologies. Arsenal in talks with Takahiro Tomiyasu over new contract, reports David Ornstein 53 minutes ago at the time of making this video. Arsenal are in negotiations with Tomiyasu over a new contract. The Premier League club have made an offer to the Japan international, with the two parties expected to reach an agreement in due course. His current deal is set to expire in 2025, although the club do have the option to extend it by a further 12 months. He has made 71 appearances for Arsenal Football Club at 25 years of age since joining us in 2021 and has made 18 to date so far this season. Obviously, he would follow in with Aaron Ramsdale, potentially Benjamin White, Bukayo Saka, Saliba, Gabriel, Odegaard, Martinelli, and signing new deals, people. And it's well deserved for, you know, in my opinion, for the first reason is obviously we retain any potential resale value. He's 25 years of age. He was wanted by a couple of teams allegedly during the summer. Recent weeks, we've actually seen him linked with a few clubs as well, people. Now, I said it then and I say it now. I do think there's interest in Tomiyasu, and, you know, I'm sure clubs would have him. He's a very versatile player and a valuable team member. But it did feel like agent talks and things. And at 25 years of age, if I'm Arsenal, I want to get him to sign a 5-year deal or a 4-year deal with an option of another one. You know, if you're Tomiyasu and his clients, you're probably aiming for a 3-year deal with maybe the extension to extend by a further year. So, you know, you're never be 18 months away from signing a new deal. It's well deserved. You know, Tomiyasu, again, you know, when everybody's fit, the players who don't play are the guys whose futures are numbered at the club. As you can see this season, with the injuries, with the different game demands, with the sheer volume of games we're playing, we need a lot of options. And I think Tomiyasu is a valued squad member. He can play across the back four, can play centre half, can play left back, can play right back. In recent weeks, probably one of our better performers and more consistent, and one of the first names on the team sheet. You know, whether Zinchenko misses out and Tomiyasu plays there, or Benjamin White misses out and Zinchenko plays. Obviously, if Timber was in the mix, it'd be even better. I think it's well deserved, really. You know, hopefully he's able to continue his form. Hopefully, you know, Tomiyasu does pick up a number of injuries. Hopefully that's not the case. We've actually even seen him score for Arsenal Football Club, people. So long may it continue. We need Tomiyasu. He's reliable. He's consistent. I think in the final third, I still believe and maintain Tomiyasu is a conservative footballer. You know, he's not the most eye-catching of player, but I do think he's relatively bow-footed. Do think he has a you know, good range of passing. Lovely defender as well. Probably one of the best 1v1 defenders we have at the club. And also in relation to him in the attacking third or in that sort of role, I think he's done quite well. He looks more confident, and, you know, he's never going to be Zinchenko in the final third, same way Zinchenko is never going to be him defensively, but he's playing well and looking more confident. And yeah, you know, obviously signing a new deal doesn't mean much really, because we saw it with Ramsdale, but I think Tomiyasu deserves it. And, you know, because of how he plays, he behaves like and the way he carries himself, you think he's a 40-year-old man. It's quite scary. And I had to look again that he's 25 years of age. Now, you know, the very fact that he's played 71 times for this football club since joining in 2021 shows how important and vital he is to Mikel Arteta and Arsenal Football Club. And if it wasn't for injuries, you know, there'd be a lot more appearances in that regard. Again, it says Arsenal have made an offer. I don't know if it's public knowledge or if Arsenal have made an offer before, but typically the first deal that is presented doesn't always get accepted. So maybe we're a long way away from him signing a new deal per se, but it's moving in the right direction. And on one hand, I don't want to praise a club for doing what you're supposed to do, but it is lovely to see that we're very tenacious and proactive on the football field, but also off the football field with these new contracts and things. So yeah, man, I mean, what can you say? Tomiyasu deserves it. You know, in the month of November, he's one of the players of the month, really and truly. You know, very few players, you know, are as consistent as him. He's young. He gives us a lot of height. You know, if we're in a game where we have to probably defend for our lives, that's where you're drawing for Tomiyasu. There's a lot of versatility. He's relatively bow-footed. I don't think anyone can have any disagreements about Tomiyasu getting a new deal. So big up Super TT, and obviously got an assist technically against Lens. So long may it continue, really. So yeah, it's nice to see, really. You know, we've got a youngish squad. You know, the majority of our players are in their early 20s to their mid 20s. So it shows we're tying them down for the long term, and hopefully hopefully we can achieve something with these players. As simple as that, really and truly. And I don't want to be a financial expert or anything, but if he ever says I want to leave, or he's not happy with his game time or whatever, because, you know, that's how football works, we're in a strong negotiating position. He's been linked with Bayern Munich. He's been linked with Inter Milan, two fantastic clubs and fantastic places to live and fantastic clubs to play for. So long may it continue for Tomiyasu, really and truly. I still think maybe long term he ends up as a centre half at Arsenal, but he's a utility man, and we've had utility men before, but Tomiyasu clearly is a fullback who can play centre half. He can play in a back four or a back three like he does for Japan. Got a lot of time for him, whether he's left back, right back, centre half, whether he's starting games or we bring him on to close out games. It's a joy to have Tomiyasu, and hopefully he's able to stay fit. You know, it looks like he's got his confidence back. He has spoken about losing his confidence, and unfortunately, you know, he lost his mother last season, so it was a testing period. But long may it continue, man. You know, but I'm so happy to see this, you know, really and truly where Arsenal are concerned, because for me, you know, and I think you'll all agree, Arsenal used to love drama where contracts were concerned, and with every good or bad game dependent on the player, you know, is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Aubameyang, Alexis Sanchez, etc. You know, I'm happy that we've gone into this season a Euros year, and especially with Saka's form statistically, whatever you have to say, Saka's committed early, Martinelli's committed early, Saliba's committed early, and there's a bunch of other players, Odegaard, Benjamin White potentially, because there's rumours of him, Ramsdale, Gabriel. So it's nice to see we've tied them down and we can control the future in that regards. Nice to see that they believe in a long-term project, because why would you, obviously going to get more money and stuff like that, but why would you commit your future if you didn't believe in it? And he's you know, he's clearly loved by the club. You know, he's loved by us fans. He's loved internally by his teammates. You know, you saw everyone when he scored that goal a few weeks back. What was it, against Burnley or Sheffield United? I can't remember, but how they surrounded him. So I'm happy with this, man. I think Tomiyasu is a great player for us. I still think we could do with one or two maybe defensive options. If we could get another versatile fullbacky kind of guy like Timber and Tomiyasu, great. If we can get another fullback, you know, because Saliba and Benjamin White have having to play a lot of games, great. Obviously, I think I think everyone agrees that we'd love central midfield to be addressed. You know, Declan Rice is great. How greater would he be if he had someone that's levels next to him in midfield? And I think everyone would love a winger to compete for Bukayo Saka's spot / deputise for him and make Mikel Arteta more comfortable in taking Saka off at certain moments. And it goes without saying, while we're a big fan of Gabriel Jesus, if we could get a bagsman, someone that lives, breathes, and poos goals, someone that is more of a natural goal scorer, we go to the next level. But as I said, you know, we need players like this. We need squad players. And I believe, you know, when Tomiyasu signed, he came in initially as a first choice guy, and he has had runs in the team and whatnot. But if we've got first team regulars and we bring in people that are better than them, then they become squad players. So that indirectly raises the base of our squad and the quality of our squad, really and truly, or the curtain raises per se, as much as, you know, Odegaard, in my opinion, did in hindsight with what he gives to the system. Jesus defo did that. Zinchenko with the inverted role. Saka gets better and better, and Martinelli, you know, changing things. And, you know, Declan Rice has come in and raised the curtains in midfield. So yeah, man, we need squad players. As you know, there's a lot of football to be played. So long may it continue. Big up Tomiyasu. And, you know, I would say it does make you, you know, he's contracted until 2025. We do have an option to extend by a further year. So it does give us some wiggle room where negotiations are concerned. So we didn't necessarily probably have to start this now. Like if it's become public with the David Ornsteins and us speaking on YouTube, comment, like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. How long have negotiations been going on? Which obviously shows a proactive approach in that regards with Arsenal, and we're not resting on our laurels. And, you know, in terms of his importance to the team versus, you know, his importance to the team versus the money he probably gets paid, not to pocket watch. He probably is one of the more underpaid players at Arsenal Football Club. If that's any other walk of life or any other job, you know, you want to be paid parity. Now, he's not going to be a top earner, but you get where we're going with that. So long may it continue, man. It just shows the good times are coming. Players are committed to what Mikel Arteta is trying to do and where the club is concerned. Obviously, he's 25 years of age. He's been in London for a while, so I'm sure he relishes that stability. So long may it continue. What more can you say where Tomiyasu's concerned? Let me know your thoughts. Comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
There's always just that active red flag, defending.
I think it's like